Angela from SecondMuse. As John said, I'm wearing two hats here today. One as someone with a startup operator and sort of growth partnerships background, and two as SecondMuse, which does a whole lot of work in climate equity and tech, but has a core climate fund out of the US that invests in early seed and Series A stage startups. So I mean, just personally, I was in I've been working with startups the last 7 years or so. I was in an early stage, fast growing ed tech startup, education tech startup for a while, and then started working on growth partnerships to help impact focused startups grow. And so have been working on climate since 2020 or so, both in sort of developing corporate startup partnerships. So getting that B2B go to market for startups decarbonizing transport, logistics, and specifically heavy transport, so maritime and shipping. And that was fascinating. And went from that to venture building and design, helped design a smart agri-tech venture that ended up getting seed funding from Wavemaker, Gen Zero, and Breakthrough Energy Ventures. So that's the Rice venture now. I was part of the early team that conceptualized that. And now with SecondMuse, I work with both startups, but also accelerators and sort of wider ecosystem actors looking to accelerate the transition as a whole, right? Because you need more than capital, you need more than startups to make this happen. There's all sorts of like things hiding in the background, deep system stuff that needs working on. And that's what I do at SecondMuse. But like I said, more about the fund, it's focused on North America at the moment, but ticket sizes ranging from 250K to 2 million early stage investments. And our fund specifically is partnered with some later stage funds. That's the reason the whole fund was created. There are a bunch of Canadian and American investors we were talking to who were saying that the pipeline still feels thin, or some of the pipeline that we're seeing feels immature. And we wish there was someone who could work with them at an earlier stage, you know, when they're ready to absorb that smaller ticket size of capital, which is why we play in that space. So happy to be here and happy to, you know, use whichever hat is most useful for you guys tonight.